LLC, 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 LLC. What is an LLC? And how do I even get one? Hey guys, my name is Artis Edwards Jr., the Noble Investor, and welcome to my channel, where the motto is create value on a daily basis. Whether that's creating value in your life, in your finances, in your business, in relationships, whatever it may be, we wake up on a day-to-day basis and say, how can I create value today? So let's get into it. What does an LLC stand for? So LLC stands for Limited Liability Company. An LLC is a legal entity that's created on the state level. It's formed to create liability protection for its owners as well as pass through taxation. When different people reach out to me and ask me how to start their business, they often confuse the difference between a DBA and an LLC. A DBA stands for doing business as. That means that Joe is doing business as Joe's Barbecue. So let's just say something happens on the location and someone files suit against Joe's Barbecue. At that point, Joe's house, Joe's car, Joe's bank accounts are all now liable to this incident because it is Joe doing business as Joe's Barbecue. But what would happen if Joe had an LLC? If Joe had an LLC, his house, his car, his bank account would be completely safe, which is what they mean by liability protection. So if you have an LLC, your house, your car, your assets, your bank accounts are all safe. Only thing that's liable is the company. Liability protection is one of the many benefits to having an LLC. If this is something that you're truly interested in, something that you want to start, let's get started on the 5 steps to creating your LLC. Step 1 to forming your LLC in the state of Texas is choosing your business name. So here is the fun part. You get the opportunity to come up with a name that is creative and unique that represents your business in the best way possible, so that when they see this product or this service being provided, they automatically think of you. So now that you've created this unique business name, you want to make sure that you add LLC directly to the back side of it. It's a mandate with the state of Texas, so it has to be done. It could say LLC or it could say Limited Liability Company. Totally up to you. The next thing that you want to do is make sure that your name is not already taken by someone else in the state of Texas. So what you're going to do is you're going to visit the Secretary of State website and you can give them a call. They're great and they will walk through everything with you to make sure that you know that your name is free and clear. I've also posted the phone number somewhere on one of these sides. So just go ahead, jot that down, give them a call and make sure your name is available. There is no need to pay a third party to check your name to see if they're available. Now that you know that your name is available with the state of Texas, I'm going to give you a little free advice. Go ahead and check with maybe like GoDaddy.com or Wix.com and check to see if the domain is also available. You may not want to build the website right now, but you want to make sure that no one else grabs that domain name and then it blocks you from being able to build your website in the future. Step 2 is choosing your registered agent. A registered agent can be an individual or a business entity. It could even be yourself, as long as you're a resident of the state of Texas. Think of your registered agent as a person that is the liaison between you and the state of Texas. So they're going to receive all of your legal documents, your notice of lawsuits, tax forms, very important information. The reason the registered agent position is so important is because if they mishandle this paperwork, it could result in the dissolution of your company, it could result in being sued and not knowing about it, or not even knowing that you've received your tax forms. Step 3 is filling out and filing your certificate of formation, also known as Form 205. The certificate of formation is the most important part of this entire video. It is exactly what's going to make your LLC official. When filing your certificate of formation, you're going to be expected to list the name of the LLC, the name and address of the registered agent, the purpose of your business, the date at which it's going to be effective after filing, whether your business is members managed or managers managed, which we're going to talk about next, and the $300 formation fee. And last but not least, you're also going to be expected to list the organizers of the LLC. The biggest difference between members-managed LLCs and manager-managed LLCs is that members-managed LLCs are for smaller companies. So if you have 5 people within your LLC, then all of the members are going to be hands-on in day-to-day operations. Then it's going to be managed by the members of the company. Managers manage LLCs are more so for larger companies. So if you have 20 people a part of the LLC and only 5 are actually a part of hands-on day-to-day operations, you're going to then list the 5 members that are a part of it. So with that being said, it really depends on your type of company and your type of LLC structure that really determines whether you're member managed or manager managed. It is very simple to get the download to Form 205 for the state of Texas. We have it on the yourEIN.com, but also if you just Google Form 205 for the state of Texas, it'll pop up. Make sure in the URL it says SOS, which stands for Secretary of State. That means you're going directly to the state of Texas to get this document. We don't want to use any third parties unless it's the yourEIN.com, because we're not charging you anything for it. After you filled out Form 205, fold it up, put a check in there for $300 written out to the Secretary of State, and mail it off. If anything is wrong, they're going to kick it back to you and you have to start the process over again, but they're not going to charge you the $300. Let's just try to get it right the first time. Step 4 is not necessarily needed to file your LLC in the state of Texas, but everyone needs to form one, and that's going to be your operating agreement, and I'm going to show you how. An operating agreement allows you to establish some type of regulations between all of the members and managers of your LLC. It answers the questions of what happens when someone wants to leave the LLC, someone wants to sell their portion, or unfortunately someone passes away. It dives deep into the voting rights, how you make decisions. It really does bring your LLC to life. If you visit the yourEIN.com, I've uploaded an operating agreement there that makes it very simple for you to create your very own operating agreement. Last but not least, we're almost there. All you have to do is get your EIN number. I'm going to break down what an EIN number is and how do you get one. EIN stands for Employer Identification Number. This number is used to file your taxes, open business bank accounts, and more. If you visit the yourEIN.com, I have posted a link there for you to be able to get your EIN number in minutes. Please remember, always make sure that you are filed and registered with the state of Texas for your LLC business name before you go get your EIN number. You want them to be the exact same. All the information that I give is based off of my own experiences. It's always great for you to get out there, do your research, and get with law professionals to be able to help you through this process. But any way that I can share the knowledge of what I've been through, I'm always willing to do so. So that is the 5-step process to getting your LLC in the state of Texas. If you feel like this information was helpful to you or someone you may know, please share it, like it, comment, hit the subscribe button. I would love the support so I can continue to share this information to people who truly need it. Last but not least, be sure to remember to create value on a daily basis. That's our goal. That's our motto. Don't forget it. Noble Investor out.